like they getting paid. Rolls Royces in the trenches parked in front of Section 8. Yeah, park Ferraris in the ghetto. 21. Real used to re-up with them. Mix them with that. About my dollar like on Creflo. Say you then when why you careful? Block, that's easy. 21. Y'all be eating noodles, we sit down and eat sashimi. Fast. You say you a gangster, just be like that when you see me. You can't ask the odds, we know forgiving. Free I find a loophole. Been since a youngster. Fully, we can't let no.
Oh shit, I need to eat.
I treat a model like a.
These niggas got low acting. Deadly. Suits off.
My money hungry, stack that for 90 days. In the room, they like they getting paid. Rolls Royces in the trenches parked in front of Section 8.
I'm not doing nothing. I was watching Switch. What you doing?
Yeah, Trey. Go see you.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Lauri Markkanen.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Walker Kessler is out there with Maverick. Then there's the Miracle Man. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Gilbert in at the shooting guard. And for the Pelicans, Trey Murphy is out there with the Magician. Then there's Shake and Bake, and it's Clutch. And it's Misi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And I'm...
Wow, that was Kentucky's first MVP.
Paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blow-up, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Here's Miracle Man.
Indeed.
Taylor taking his time here. That three off the mark. Here's the Mayor. That's the Miracle Man. Here's Newton. That one's in, his first shot this game.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Here's Clutch. From deep. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And just over a minute played here in the start.
Get shit out of here, Travis.
A piece of it. Here's Magician. Pass to Nisi. Misses the lane.
Bro, come on, bro.
Now here's Markkanen. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Outside, Taylor. Here's Nisi. Here's the 3. Kessler with the rebound.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Pass to the Mayor.
Jump.
The Jazz with another miss.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Magician. Here's Clutch. Second shot opportunity to the left wing. Here's Magician. Cranes.
Hey, Bing, come on.
Such a reliable threat from range. You think the defense will key on him a little bit more.
Now the Pelicans
have
lost
win.
the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guy.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Clutch. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. 14th in free throw percentage. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And yeah, one of the most dangerous scorers in the game. He's already come up big in some key games this year. His teammates really feed off his presence, I think. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Newton passes to Miracle Man. Jazz passing it around. Newton, good. Newton's got 5.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Magician. 23 points his last outing. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Jazz trail by 3. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Alton. David.
A little bit ago, Willie Green and I were able to chat. We talked about the challenges that come with playing against Lauri Markkanen. Coach said you have to know where Lauri is at all times because he's so effective playing off the ball. He's a knockdown shooter and a smart cutter. And he moves extremely well for his size. This team's got a lot of respect for the mobile 7-footer. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Newton passes to Gilbert. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Pass to Clutch. Knocks down the 3-ball.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Here's Newton. Miracle Man, the pass to Gilbert. Six on the shot clock. Markkanen in the corner. A fadeaway.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
And I'm not really sure that's the time.
Big ass shit, man.
But he should be.
That's a hit, though.
Here's Taylor. Pass the Magician. Here's Clutch. Here's Magician. Here's Messi. Can't cash in from close range.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Here's Markkanen. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Magician's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Come on. Come on.
3 for 5 from the field.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's the Mayor. Last time out, he had 14 points. Markkanen can't get it to go. New Orleans has gone 50% from deep so far tonight. Pass to Messi. All sorts of time. Buries the shot. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Zion Williamson's checked in for Trey Murphy. Sexton, he's checked in for Utah. Jazz trail by 4. Here's Miracle Man. He had 35 points last game out. To the paint. Here's Gilbert. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Here we are in the middle of the season. And Doris, are most of these teams where you expected they'd be in the standings?
I think, Kevin, what's always fascinating about the way a season plays, there's usually 1 or 2 surprises. It might be a team-driven surprise or maybe the emergence of a player that was unexpected. But that is always what you love about this sport. Guys work hard to exceed expectations of them. Same thing can be said of the teams.
You know, when you talk about this Jazz team, Doris, you have to mention head coach Will Hardy.
You certainly do, Kevin, because remember, he came from the Boston Celtics organization. He also had a history in San Antonio. He is known as an excellent tactician. He does an incredible job scouting. Utah always one of the best prepared teams in the league.
Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
Here's Magician. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, muscles.
Utah trailing here. Outside, Sexton. That's the Miracle Man. Kessler, the screen. Sweet move.
Get shit out of here, Travis. You're getting locked the fuck down tonight.
Here's Clutch. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game.
Oh, my.
A second chance effort.
Hey,
and
what?
the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Fucking white boy.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Team foul at the line for New Orleans. Shooting one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
Don't let him blow by you, Missy.
Well, Walker Kessler owns that part of the floor, going through defenders for the finish.
Pelicans leading by 3. Here's Clutch. 12 points his last outing. Shot by Taylor, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Kessler. Utah moving it around. Here's the mayor, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game.
They got the Jazz. They got DeMar and Tony.
Here's Magician.
The white dude.
Kicks it out to Williamson. Here's Taylor.
Come on, Tony.
Target with his 3.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Lobbed up there for Collins. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Just tremendous recognition from Collins there. Sees an opportunity to be a target at the rim, and his teammate puts it on time.
Now here's Williamson. Still yet to score. Pass to Magician.
All right.
6 to shoot. Nice move. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Outside Collins.
Good D.
And now the Pelicans on the break. And with an update from the side.
Come on, man. That's fake.
David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. With the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. We thank you for your report. Lets it go from deep. Miracle Man, good. Miracle Man's got 5 now.
Well, the defense deserves to get
Good pass.
absolutely no excuse for leaving him open. How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Now, here's Collins. 11-point game his last outing. Gilbert does not score again. That's his 4th miss against one make.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Left side, Taylor. Pass to Clutch. Shot clock at 5. Fades and shoots. And it's Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got his 5th rebound in this one.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And that does it for the first quarter. Pelicans lead by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Pelicans' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. They lead by 4. Want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
In no way that game should have been as close as it was. They sort of stumbled, but they found a way at the end to pull it out.
Taking a look at the Jazz, the guard pair. It's George and Sexton. Martin is out there with John Collins. And it's Newton in at the 5 spot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And
come on, McCollum.
That is a very slow realization.
The fuck?
It is, Kevin. Hopefully,
what's your free throws, bro?
It's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
It's good, and the New Orleans Leafs cut down to 2 on the bucket from Collins.
Yeah, John Collins, tremendous body control because the contact was there. He just doesn't allow it to bother him.
Williamson kicks to Murray. Williamson with a screen for Murray. Back to Williamson. Good, and the assist to Murray. Williamson.
Come on, D, the fuck up.
The game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart.
Run these niggas,
right
bro.
now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Sensible. It's 3-pointers off the mark. Pelicans leading by 4. Here's Moody. Here's Magician. Murray outside. Drills the
good shot, Murray.
Murray's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Oh, that's a nice looking 3 there for Murray. How about the high release on that one?
To the middle. Jazz passing it
here
around. They set the pick.
There.
George against
the
gaps. To the wing right side.
Oh.
And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer
Push, run with him. Run with him.
Magician passes to Williamson.
I see him, McCollum. I see motherfucking McCollum.
With the triple.
Great ball movement there.
So the Jazz, their last game, a loss to the Hornets.
That's so.
Against George.
Give me that shit.
One-on-one here.
See Zion.
Here's McCollum. Foul.
It was.
Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
The other thing, I cannot be more impressed by the defense they've shown tonight. Their willingness to close on shooters, blocking shots, playing with great effort.
And GA, what you have to admire about C.J. McCollum is he is the consummate pro.
Yeah, at this stage in his career, he's the adult in the room. And he's grown into a connector on the floor while still being that professional scorer.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
Now you look at Shake and Bake. He's out in front. The fans reacting to his wonderful play this year in the Western Conference.
And that's right where you'd expect him to be, given the performances we've seen from him this season.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Magician, good for another basket.
He's
Put
small,
up 10
man.
shots and made 7 of them.
They are just killing them on the interior.
George against McCollum. George passes to Markkanen. Sexton for 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And some well-needed scoring. He stops a 13-0 run by New Orleans.
Tipped away. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Pass to Sexton. George with the screen on Murray. Here's Sexton. Sinks the 15-footer. Sexton's got 5 points so far.
Well, speed is such an important weapon for Colin Sexton, and he gets to the mid-range game. Nice.
Down low.
This
McCollum,
shit's-
no good.
Oh, this shit is fake. He missed a wide open layup.
To George.
There goes the run.
Pass to Markkanen.
Hit that.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. New Orleans gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here's McCollum. Here's Magician. It's deflected.
Man, we're blocked.
Here's Newton. 14 points from him the last game against Charlotte.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
Boy, he's got so much length that under duress, still able to finish. Go ahead, Lowry Markkanen.
And timeout called by Willie Green. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. So for the Pelicans, Taylor's checked in for Murray. And it's Clutch in for C.J. McCollum. Utah also making some changes. The mayor is checked in for Colin Sexton. And it's Miracle Man in for Keontae George. Here's Williamson. Outside, Taylor. Pass to Clutch. Lock at 6. And just miss after miss right now. Jazz trail by 8. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
Williamson double team.
Fuck.
Here come the Jazz. Shots good by the mayor. The mayor's got his second bucket of the night. Pelicans win by 6. Here's Clutch. He has 6. Williamson, the screen. Floats it up for Williamson. Hammers the alley through.
This is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Outside Collins. Here's the mayor. 6 points for him.
Give me that shit, nigga.
Collins grabs the miss. Jazz trail by 8. Elbow shot is on the way. The mayor, no good.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Miracle Man. Capitalizes off the crossover. Miracle Man's got 7 points in the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is
defense
high.
Taylor up top. 32 points for him last game against Dallas. Launches it. Buries the long-range jumper. Taylor's got 5 points now in this quarter.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Here's the Mayor. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. They get the rebound. Fires from deep. Buries it from three-point range. Markkanen's got his third basket of the night right there.
Well, nice job to capitalize right there in an instance where all you got to do is catch and shoot.
It's rebounded by Miracle Man. Miracle Man's got his fourth rebound in this one.
This shot's just, it's not there.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. These niggas are
Let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Here's our 2K leaderboard with the list of the teams that have been on fire from beyond the arc over the past month.
They would be the leading
the Jazz,
fucking three-point percentage. The Jazz.
Yeah, boy, they've been hot from three this past month. That's what happens when you have good shooters who get into a good rhythm.
And so it's Taylor who brings the ball up for the New Orleans Pelicans.
We gotta go ISO. Ezzo Mello.
Down it goes.
That's Ezzo Mello.
Well, this second quarter has proven to be a turnaround. This guy looking much more comfortable all
Bro,
of a
that
sudden.
makes 16-30.
Here's Miracle Man. He has 7. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
At the line for the Jazz, number 3. 2 shots.
Game in like 35 minutes.
The first free throw is good. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for the Jazz. Maverick comes in for Sexton. Good on both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Clutch. 6 points for him. Pass to Taylor for the 3. Newton pulls it in.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Pelicans leading by 6. Here's Taylor. Misses from short range.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Got that one up quick. 9 points for Maverick.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
Williamson with it. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. New Orleans moving it around. And the Pelicans miss again. Jazz trail by 4. Pass the Miracle Man.
That shit, nigga.
It's intercepted.
Oh my god, that nigga jumped at the fucking ceiling.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Here's the Mayor.
Not leaving no.
Top of the key jumper, no good.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Here's Clutch. 6 points for him. Clock at 4. Here's Taylor. Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Miracle Man.
Oh, yeah, Travis will be there.
Down low.
Good bomb.
That will count.
Lucky.
The shot, no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. New Orleans on top, up by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
That's a good game.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching quickly, here's an update on how the dunk contest contenders are shaping up.
If these guys end up making the cut, this will be a dunk contest for the ages, man. They're not just athletes, they are showmen.
And as long as they show me creativity, and it reminds me like a box of donuts, I need something fresh.
And let's review how things are going for the Jazz. They find themselves in a tight one here at the half.
They're letting that team fire away from deep, and it's not doing them any favors. Something got to change, Jet.
Yeah, hard to win when you're giving guys all day to shoot.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Really an incredible game from Magician.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Well, this is fun, y'all. We gotta do better.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even
Guys,
so far.
gotta be better.
Taylor is out there with clutch. Then it's Magician. Then there's Trey Murphy.
Fuck.
And it's Misi in at the 5. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half.
Get shit out of here, nigga.
And they'll keep possession. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
Well, you just love to see Markkanen get after it and contribute on the backboards. Big-time job right there.
Pass to Misi. Here's Taylor, and it's sent back by Kessler. Knocks it loose.
Yeah, shit, nigga. Oh, my God.
Here's Miracle Man. Launches it from deep.
Fuck me.
Newton can't get it to go.
Fuck he thought he was.
New Orleans has got the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside.
Bro, these niggas is blocking my shot.
Right side, Markkanen. Pass to Newton. Here's Miracle Man. Teardrop shot.
That's all, that's all.
Misi grabs the rebound.
Come on.
Misi's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Travis on here.
Time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
This shit is retarded, bro.
Fast break. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Lions the pass to Magician. Here's Taylor. Here's Misi. Newton.
This shit is fake.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Outside, Markkanen.
White boy team, bro. Yeah, all white boys team. Give me that shit, nigga. What is wrong with you?
Here's Magician.
Oh, he's gonna jump.
Out to Taylor.
No, I meant to be at the icon. Put that shit back up.
Kessler passes to Markkanen. Here's Miracle Man.
Fuck, what are you doing, Anthony?
Right on target.
What the fuck are you doing?
Miracle Man's got the lead up to 3 now for Utah.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
Give it up one more time for your Pelicans. Make some noise.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Nisi. Shot clock at 6. Here's the teardrop.
The shot, Murphy. Come on.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Kessler with it. Pass to Markkanen. Here's the Mayor.
Bro, we gotta jump those fucking passes like I'm doing, Tony.
Inside. Here's Newton.
So, get that.
Shoot again.
Get it. Get the fucking ball. Get the rebound.
Challenging this D with the 3 ball. That's his second from distance this half. And he also hit one in the first half, too.
Here's Lyons. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. First one falls for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Utah leading. Here's Miracle Man. 17 points in the game. To the inside. Here's Magician. Let's do a 360 jam.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Outside, Markkanen takes the 3.
4, come on.
Nisi's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Taylor for the lead. A rebound by the Jazz.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Come on, bro. Messi. Come on.
Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Jazz.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
Oh, Indy. Oh. Shit.
No good on the second free throw. Jazz have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Kessler trying to get open. Newton can't get it to go. Here's Magician. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Williamson is checked in for New Orleans. And a switcher also for Utah. Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Markkanen. Miracle Man, the pass to Sexton. Here's the Mayor, covered by Williamson. Kessler, a screen on Williamson. Gilbert. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. The Mayor's got 8. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Here's Taylor. Up and in on the layup. 12 points for him.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Here's Miracle Man. 17 points in the game. Nisi grabs the rebound. Nisi's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Out to Taylor. Crafty move.
Yes, nigga. Oh my God.
Kessler's got his 8th rebound here tonight. BB, one thing about Kessler, he will challenge anybody at the rim. Wow.
There's no question, Kevin. Walker Kessler is one of those guys who's not afraid to get dunked on. He is a rim protector of the highest order. He's going to win some, he's going to lose some, but he's always going to try to do his job.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Pelicans are putting the ball in Zion Williamson's hands. He said, I'm just playing chess within the game, seeing how the defense is guarding me. I'm going to pick my spots. My teammates trust me to make the right decision, but they also trust me to be me when the time is right. Kevin?
Hey, what field you on?
And I love when you are you, David. Thank you so much. One of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about it is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
And both free throws good for Williamson.
Well, with his attacking style, Williamson spends a lot of time at the foul line.
Outside, Sexton. And Shake and Bake picks up the foul. That is his first foul.
He ran into him.
These are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Trey, you said, nigga, you don't care?
For the Pelicans, Murray comes in for Taylor. John Collins, he's checked in for the Jazz. George comes in for the Mayor. The open look here for Sexton. The offensive rebound. Collins kicks to George.
This shit probably wasn't even last game. This shit probably a long ass time ago.
Putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I don't know. He got a try hard name. That nigga sound like he boot niggas offline. We played him in the league.
Now Collins.
What's good, Slip?
On the wing, Jordan. He's covered by Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Offensive
He was young.
rebound. It's
High
blocked.
school.
Here's Lyons.
Good.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Let's use this break to look at the teams
from the league.
This month have been tremendous at converting turnovers into points. Second,
The league, right?
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their
Trey
opponents
didn't know who he was.
really converting points off those turnovers.
How you been, bro?
And so he makes both from the line. 1:44 left in the
You
third
out of school
quarter.
and shit?
Here's Miracle Man.
Yeah.
17 points in the game. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him.
And you can see the
Yeah, I haven't been on, bro. The PS5, bro. I sold my shit. When PS5 first came out, I was down with that shit, bro. Because there was no games out at the time.
I think he's feeling it.
Oh, you got a PC?
And he makes the first. The Pelicans making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. Off on
PC
that
really
one,
like
so
that,
goes
though?
1 for 2 at the line. Pelicans leading by 4. Murray outside. Here he goes.
Yeah.
Great Communication on the alley-oop.
Nice decision by Murray, choosing to move the ball to the open guy off the pick and roll.
I'll really just get a PC just for to play the GTA, bro.
Since coming out of the break, Miracle Man, that's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Now here's McCollum. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Moody. Murray with it.
Good.
The rebound by the Jazz. Newton's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Stolen by McCollum. Here's Magician, defended by George. They set the screen. Here's Magician.
Never did. Whole lot.
Magician's got 8 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Miracle Man, the pass to Newton. Kicks it out.
This nigga Ethan, how is he out rebounding? What the fuck?
Here's Miracle Man. He's guarded by McCollum. Count the basket. 6 seconds left to play here in the third. Deep 2 from Murray. And we've reached the end of the third. Pelicans lead by 4. On New Orleans, back in a moment.
He was on, I think he was on that, if you remember, he was on that team shooter squad. Remember them niggas? So you remember that team name though? Yeah, niggas really be on that PC. Third person that from my PS5 friend said they got it. Tempe, they said Tempe on that PC shit. GTA shit, bro.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so
And I don't like that
in
keyboard.
today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one.
Come on, y'all.
And so in the game for the Jazz, in it forward, it's going to be Markkanen and Collins. Sexton is out there with the mayor. And it's Filipowski in at the center, locking down the middle. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
They've also made a concerted effort to put the ball down
Bing,
low.
come on, Tony.
Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
Here's the mayor.
Fuck up, fourth quarter. They got you number 1 as the clutch player of the year. Show these niggas.
That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Taylor against Sexton. Outside, Markkanen. Just 5 on the clock. Collins passes to Gilbert. 18 feet out. And Utah again with the bucket.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Offensive rebound, Taylor. Murray outside. Spins. Here's Taylor. Filipowski grabs the board.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Markkanen. He nails it. And we're tied up.
Well, given Markkanen is 7 feet tall, feeding him on the interior is probably a good decision. That's a nice touch by the big man.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Jazz have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Pass to Sexton. Back to Markkanen. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And trying for the going basket, it doesn't go in. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
Third team foul. Shooting for Utah, Filipowski.
He misses the free throw. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point.
Now, it should be a 2-point lead, but they'll be satisfied to have edged into the lead.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to catch the message Willie Green gave to his team. He begged them, don't give up. He told his guys 1 possession at a time. Let's go out there and do what we talked about. That's how we get back into this one. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Taylor attacking. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Olynyk. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Filipowski.
Boy, the big man, Kelly Olynyk, doing a great job going right into the foul. He doesn't seem to fear anything.
And that one falls for Olynyk. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Filipowski.
He's on the Pelicans.
And so Olynyk nails both of them.
Olynyk has proven to be an effective role player. This is a guy who's proven he's willing to do whatever it takes to get the win.
95
Sexton not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
He's still a
Pretty
good
much
shooter.
all of their buckets coming from inside the
Pelicans
paint.
don't get televised.
Olynyk, a screen on Sexton. Taylor inside. Defended by Sexton. Counted and the foul.
Still a good
It's
role
on
player.
Colin Sexton.
Well, fucking ass.
Williamson
Done.
is checked in for Olynyk.
No, they don't. Do you see the Jazz on TV? No.
Free throw good, Taylor.
Yeah, the Pelicans too once, a couple times in the year, but they got to be good. They got
They've gone an
to
outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Sexton. Taylor with the rebound. New Orleans in the lead. Inside. Williamson double team. Here's Murray. And he makes good on the layup.
Pounding it in the paint there. Murray doing it all.
Murray's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Here's the mayor. He's covered by Murray. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Team foul. At the line for the Jazz. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And that one misses. Some changes for New Orleans. Magician comes in for Zion Williamson. And it's Clutch in for Taylor. Mavericks checked in for the Jazz. Miracle Man comes in for Colin Sexton. And the second free throw, good. Here's Clutch. Baseline try. On Utah.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Pass to Kessler. Here's Miracle Man.
Oh, no, it isn't.
Hits it from 3-point range. Miracle Man's got it all tied up now for the Jazz.
That's his 3rd triple this half, and that's after hitting only 1 before that.
There's the screen. And Murray. Here we go.
He won.
Oh, but he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
There's Murray flexing on the D there. Big time score despite the contact.
Moses Moody. He's checked in for Trey Murphy. Utah also making some changes. John Collins comes in for Markkanen, and it's Sexton in for the Mayor. Outside, Sexton.
Ethan.
Newton.
John.
Off target from three-point range.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
And here is Moody. Here's Magician.
That
one goes. Counting. And now it's up to 25 points for Magician.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
This nigga doing too much fucking fouls. Easy, bro. Put your fucking hands up, bro.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
Hey, DB, what do you make of Colin Sexton's nickname, Young Bull?
Kevin, I think it's a very apt moniker because this guy is relentless. He attacks you with his defense. He's going to come at you with a ton of youthful energy, and he will not back down.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Trey Murphy comes in for Moses Moody, and Taylor subbed in for Murray.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
He takes it in. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take this.
Sus, come on, baby.
The Jazz making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in.
Lowry, Markkanen.
Pelicans leading by 5. Here's Taylor. Utah with the rebound. The Mayor's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Miracle Man. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
Usually, okay, so the show games are already better. Okay, go. Show games are already better. It's like a big ass to the back. What about KD? What about Westbrook?
Markkanen passes to Gilbert. Good. 13 points for the Mayor.
And you can tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
It's 30%. It's coming back.
It's clutch. Here's the screen. Pass to Misi. Here's Magician. 4 on the shot clock. It's deflected, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Boy, not on the same page there, and in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Jazz trail by 3. Here's Miracle Man. And it's denied. Taylor inside.
Come on, bro. He stopped my
Magician.
jumped on, nigga.
Two-handed slam. Wow.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Pass to Miracle Man. No good with the triple. Pelicans leading by 5. Clutch. Good. Here's the Mayor. Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range. The Mayor's got 10 points in just the second half. Here's Magician. Takes it inside. Three-pointer. Taylor's shot. Good. Taylor's got 25 points.
Really the best result they could have hoped for on that possession. They get back all 3 points they just gave up and are close to putting this thing out of reach.
Here's Miracle Man. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Lions the pass to Taylor. There's Clutch. Takes a 3. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Miracle Man. Off target from outside.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Driving the lane.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Jazz trail by 9. Off the left rim and out.
He has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Utah has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. 104 left here in the fourth quarter. To end the run. He's off on that one.
And, you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
Here's Magician. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that, and
He's their best player, man.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and there's the foul. It's on Clutch. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, that's a bad move there. Stops the clock and puts the other side on the line.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple
30 wins
play.
for the year, baby. Stand up, man. And showing up to the crowd, man. He got nothing to be free. You know what you see?
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage.
19-4 at home. Fuck this nigga talking about.
They executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep,
Oh, the ugly game with
allow it to
Tony.
fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olmers, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Magician.